My name is Robert Snabel, and I'm here in support of H 3125. I live in Greenville County, and I want to take a few minutes to talk about the Article 5 process and how it works so that there's no mystery left to it. There's many misconceptions and erroneous interpretations of what an Article 5 Convention of States is or could be. However, once studied, the process is not complex, nor is it nefarious. The U.S. Constitution was written to provide the people of our country with a more perfect union. Our founders knew that checks and balances were necessary to prevent, and I quote, a bloody revolution from ever becoming a necessary measure to abolish. Mason feared one day that the federal government may grow into a corrupt and omnipresent monolith. Today, his fears are prophetic. He was firm in his belief that we, the people, needed to be secure from a centralized government and to ensure that our rights were protected. Article 5 was one of those protections that our founders built into the Constitution to provide us a peaceful way to redress issues. There are two ways that an amendment can be proposed. One method we know about, and that's by Congress. The second is by the application of the state's legislature, you. That ratification process for proposed amendments for either method is the same. So Article 5 simply states the following. The Congress, whenever 2/3 of both houses shall deem it necessary, shall propose amendments to this Constitution, or on the application of the legislatures of 2/3 of the several states shall call a convention proposing amendments, which in either purposes as part of this Constitution when ratified by the legislatures of 3/4 of the several states. It then goes on, and you can read it on your own, of what that ratification process is. The first step in the Article 5 Convention is a request by the citizens of their state legislatures to pass the application. That's what we're doing today. We're asking for that. That request is our 3125. The legislatures of the states review that request, and then they pass that application on. Once 2/3 of the states actually decide that that's a valid call, Congress then, only then, shall call and make that call for a convention, a meeting. Nothing more, nothing less. That's the end of their role. Each of the states will then choose its delegates or commissioners, and these individuals will be under the individual state's direction and instructions, and these limited scopes will be in those applications and those instructions from the states. The agenda is limited, and let's see, each state in the convention will have one vote, and they may send as many delegates as they may see fit, but again, they each and every one only have one vote. Once the propositions are adopted by that convention, they'll enter into the ratification process. And that ratification process is the same process that we've used for all those amendments that we enjoyed today. Today we're seeing an upheaval and conflict in an ever-growing central government that is unresponsive to the will of the people. There is an inside the beltway fishbowl mentality that one size fits all. And that's simply not the case. Each state and its people have unique ideas and needs, and we best know how to address those needs for ourselves. Congress has less than a 23% approval rating in the latest polls, and even those who we elect and send to D.C. tell us Congress is broken. Our representatives from South Carolina, Duncan, Timmons, and Norman, have all signed on and endorsed the Convention of States project. These representatives are telling us that D.C. is broken. We see budget deficits that have gone up to $23 trillion, and they're growing, and this it's actually one in which they're all working together. Here in South Carolina, we are asking for you to actually join us in passage of this resolution onto the aggregation in Congress. Alexander Hamilton was in favor of a strong and centralized national government, And at the same time, he recognized that Article 5 gave the people oversight over national government in Federalist 85. Join us in supporting this resolution going forward today.
Go to conventionofstates.com, press the button, sign the petition. More importantly, get 10 of your friends to do the same. When you sign the petition, then that sends a letter to your state legislator. You go on the list in their district as a supporter. We deliver those lists to the state legislators. It means something to them.